Welcome to the session. The topic of this session is effective communication skills. Every day we communicate, but do we communicate effectively? Effective communication is a skill. If a person wants to be a wholesome personality, he or she needs three things. One is knowledge, second is skill, third is values. What do you mean by knowledge? The subject content or general content is called knowledge. Then what do you mean by the term skill? Skill is the ability to do something. Then what is values? Values include morality, behavior, your attitude towards yourself, your attitude towards others. The prime objective of the presentation is to define and understand communication and the communication process, to list and overcome the filters or barriers in a communication process. Practice active listening, and there are some tips to improve verbal and non-verbal communication. Then what is communication? Communication is the art of transmitting information, ideas and attitudes from one person to another. Communication is also the process of meaningful interaction among human beings. The essential features of communication are personal process, communication between two, it involves change in behavior, it means to influence others, and it is also an expression of thoughts and emotions through words and actions. It is also an important tool for controlling and motivating people. In general, communication is a social and emotional process. What are the most common ways we communicate? Earlier, we used spoken or written medium, but the present scenario includes the body language and the visual images also. We have different types of communication. First one is downwards communication. It is highly directive and it is from senior to subordinates, to assign duties, give instructions, to inform something, and sometimes it is used to offer feedback, and it is also an approval to highlight problems, etc. Upwards communication, it is non-directive in nature because it starts from down below, and it is also used to give feedback, to inform about some progress or problems, and it is also used while seeking approvals from the seniors. The final thing is horizontal communication. Horizontal communication is mainly used among colleagues, peers at same level for information sharing, for coordination, and sometimes to save time. In communication, we have two important networks. One is formal, another is informal. Formal is virtually vertical because the chain goes in command within the hierarchy, whereas informal network is free to move in any direction which may skip formal chain of command. It is likely to satisfy social and emotional needs and also can facilitate the task accomplishment. Now we can see a visual representation of the hierarchy level. Left side we can see the downward communication, where the communication starts from the executive director, then it is passed on to the vice president, to the AGM, to the manager, to the supervisor, and finally it reaches the foreman. Now we can see the vice versa, that is the upward communication. It starts from chairman, supervisor, manager, AGM, vice president, and reaches the executive director. Apart from that, we have that horizontal communication where one matter is given from the passed on from the manager to the supervisor, and it may be one or two or three, and these supervisors, they discuss among themselves to do the work successfully. Now we are coming to the process. Already I told you the communication is a process. It is rather than a product, it is a process, and we need two things. One is a sender, another is a receiver, and the sender can send the messages through a medium, and if the medium is not clear, then it is a barrier to the communication. For effective communication, we have so many barriers, and we have to rectify clear all those barriers. Then only what the sender is trying to say to the receiver can be received by the receiver successfully. And we have so many barriers to communication. The primary barriers are noise, inappropriate medium, assumptions or misconceptions, emotions, language differences, poor listening skills, distractions. Regularly we use the word hearing and listening in the same meaning, but What is hearing? Hearing is a physical process which is quite natural but it is passive, whereas listening is physical as well as a mental process. It is highly active, it is a learned process or learning process, and it is a skill. Listening is really hard, but you must choose to participate in the process of listening, then only our learning goes. Now we are going to see the importance of the listening. Listening to others is an elegant art. Good listening reflects courtesy and manners. Listening carefully to the instructions of superiors improve your competence and performance. Good listening can eliminate a number of grievances of your employees, and good listening skill can improve social relations and also your conversation. Listening is a positive activity rather than a passive or negative activity. Now we are coming to the essentials of communication, some do's. Always think again about what you are going to say. Use only simple words and phrases that are understood by everybody, and increase your knowledge on all subjects you are required to speak. And speak clearly and audibly. Check twice whether the listener has understood accurately. In case of an interruption, always please do a little recap. Now we are coming to the don'ts of communication. Do not instantly react and mutter something in anger, and do not speak too fast or too slow. Do not use technical terms or terminologies not understood by majority of people, and do not speak in inaudible surroundings as you won't be heard, and do not assume that everybody understands you. Always verify it. Then how to improve your existing level of communication? I give you some suggestions and it will help you to improve your communication. Try to improve your language. Try to improve your pronunciation. You have to work much on your voice modulation also. Another important factor is body language. So work on body language. As usual, read more and listen more. And avoid reading or watching or listening to unwanted literature, gossip, or media presentation, etc. And always interact with qualitative people and improve on your topic of discussion. Practice meditation and good thoughts. Always think before you speak and do not speak too fast. You may think that it is a repetition, but always important things should be repeated. That's why I repeat, and use simple vocabulary and do not speak only to impress someone. And final thing is look presentable and be confident. Here are some tips to improve your body language also. I gave 6 points here. Keep appropriate distance, touch only when appropriate, and always take care of your appearance. Beware, people may give false cues. Always maintain eye contact. Eye contact will help you to get the attention of all the students. Always maintain eye contact and smile genuinely. In the new global and diverse workplace, you need excellent communication skills. Try to improve your communication. Wish you all the best. Thank you.